Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to Spire Clan, a clan who is having to survive the Ice Age, an endless winter of torrential cold, relentless blizzards, and very, very little prey and herbs. They are one of the last clans to survive this endless winter, along with two legs, who are also struggling to survive and are even trying to capture cats to eat them because prey is so scarce, even for them. And so, we are in this clan. We do have two females that are expecting kits, but I do remember somebody mentioning there being a breeding bug in the experimental version, so we're going to see if that is actually a thing. Going to our cat list, we do have our leader, Pete Star, our deputy, Patch Gorse, and our medicine cat, Apricot Leaf, all working hard to keep this clan alive. We do now have Jetpaw as an apprentice, with their mentor being Kestrel Fire. But Pete Star is going to start looking at these new kits who are up and coming to give Apricot Leaf an apprentice, and Apricot Leaf knows what that means. But she's all right with it, because she knows that the clan surviving is more important than her own survival, as she is a very wise, patient, and understanding cat. We will not have her for very long, but her mark in life is going to mean everything for the up-and-coming apprentice, hopefully within this episode. Well, let's go ahead and start our patrols to see what happens and skip a moon, and then we will go through some of our cats to see how they're feeling today. So for this playthrough, I'm trying to be very careful about who I select to go on patrols. I think it is important for relationship building that I pick the proper cats. So since Kestrel Fire is the mentor of Jetpaw, he will be going with Jetpaw and taking his mate, Roach Pelt. So the three of them are going to go on a patrol. And they end up catching a hare. So it looks like despite everything that is happening with this endless winter, they are still finding some food for now. So this is very interesting. Even though they are one of the only surviving clans, there is another clan that is out there, and I imagine that they are quite ruthless, because they were very afraid. Rushflood especially was afraid of catching this rabbit that was over the clan border. They ended up doing so without the clan noticing, which I'm sure they're all relieved about. But what other clan is out there? How ruthless are they? And this shows how desperate they are for prey, that they would go over the border to get a rabbit. So now that patrols are over, we are going to go ahead and time skip one moon. It looks as though Roach Pelt ended up only having one kit, and she thought she was having two, so it is possible that one of her kits was stillborn, which for a very insecure, nervous cat as Roach Pelt is, I'm sure she's very devastated, but she is doing her best to love and nurture the one cat that she has. And then Patch Gorse did end up having a litter of 4 kits with Rushflood. And so, unfortunately, we're going to have to roll to see if those kits survive. Now, it looks like Condor Paw has started their apprenticeship, so we're going to take a look at them and see if they might actually be better as a medicine cat apprentice. So Condor Paw is a very confident cat, and I believe he's putting off the energy that he really wants to be a warrior. And so even though Pete Star is pretty desperate for a medicine cat apprentice, she doesn't think Condor Paw is the right choice, and so she will continue to wait, even though time is running out possibly, since Apricot Leaf is getting old. So here is Roach Pelt's only kit that she had. A little female named Shell Kit who is quite bouncy. Oh, I like that! So backstory is clanborn, and now we can actually look at the family. So it will show parents, it will show if she has a mate, and if she ever has offspring later on. But she is quite cute, but unfortunately we will have to roll for her survival. So I'm going to pull up that instruction right now to make sure I get the number right. But she'll probably have a likelier chance of survival. So let's just hope we don't get a 1. I had to say it, didn't I? Let's hope we don't get a 1. Okay, I did indeed roll a 1. A 1 means all the kits perish. Now, that doesn't include Patchgorse's kits. This is only for roach pelts. But unfortunately, this sweet cat is going to freeze to death and not be able to become an apprentice or a clan member. She just simply does not survive the cold. Perhaps Roach Pelt did not have a healthy litter, considering one of her kits ended up being stillborn. Maybe this kit was born too small and therefore could not handle the chill. And so unfortunately, they will have to die. You can exile to the dark forest? Oh my gosh. That is really cool. So if we have a really bad cat for any reason, we can actually exile them to the dark forest. This makes me want to move Hollow Clan so bad, but I don't want to lose it. So that's really awesome. All right. But now we have Jet Kit, Speckle Pit, Coast Kit, and Wolf Kit. That's adorable. So Jet Kit is a charming male kit. Snuggles up to the belly of Patchgorse. Oh, my heart. Oh, that is so sweet. We have Speckle Kit, who's doing the same, a more quiet kitten. We have Coast Kit, who is a polite kitten. And Wolf Kit, who is a bouncy kitten. But now we are going to have to roll for their survival as well. Please let us get a 5. 2. I don't remember what 2 was. Only 1 kit survives! No! Okay. Fortunately, I have a D4 right here. Whatever number I roll, Jet Kit is 1, Speckle Kit 2, Coast Kit 3, and Wolf Kit is 4. I'm going to roll the D4. Whatever it lands on is the kit that survives. All the others perish. Oh my gosh, this is what makes this challenge so hard, I'm realizing. 4. So Wolf Kit survives, but all the other kits die. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to have to draw a whole picture of just like a bunch of really sad kits. We do still have Wolf Kit. And Pete Star is going to call that a success that any of the kits survived. And the fact that Wolf Kit survived shows that they are going to be an excellent member to the clan. But the clan is shaken when they wake up to find out so many kits have succumbed to the cold, to the freeze that all of these cats are facing right now. It looks like Pete Star had a nightmare involving a river rushing nearby, which is kind of interesting. Patchgorse is staring off into space, probably devastated by the loss of 3 of her kits out of the 4, but she's trying to remain strong for her last kit because that is all she has left. Apricot Leaf is showing signs of her mind failing. She's struggling to remember the names of all the herbs, and Pete Star is worried about her. These cats are quite shaken, but they must move on with the day. Overall, the patrols were extremely successful. Lots of prey was caught, which is excellent for the survival of this clan. And it might have eased some of the strain of losing the kits. It's still there, hearts are still broken, but at least they are eating. It looks like nothing really happened this moon, but more negative events are going on. The clan is feeling the strain of survival, and so naturally, they are snappy, possibly even turning on each other because they are stressed and they are scared. But Pete Star and Patchgorse are trying to hold the clan together the best they can. So after a bit, we are now on Moon 6. It looks like Coyote Acorn believes they are a part of a new prophecy, which is very interesting. I imagine they do ask Star Clan for guidance all the time, but I wonder what that means. If y'all have any ideas for what a prophecy might be for this clan, I am very much open to suggestions. I'm definitely going to have to do some thought on a prophecy. Perhaps they believe this endless winter is some kind of interference from the dark forest, or maybe even punishment from StarClan. So we'll have to see what these cats feel when it comes to StarClan. Lakepaw has started their apprenticeship, so we have another apprentice. Patchgorse finds a loner named Boo, who wishes to join the clan. The loner decides to take on a slightly more clan-like name and is now called Booclaw. Booclaw is now my favorite cat. I just wanted to announce that. Let's go check them out. So here is Booclaw, a female warrior who's a bit nervous but is an excellent speaker. And it looks like she was formerly a rogue. Very, very cool. I adore her so much. My new favorite cat. Hopefully nothing happens to her because she will have to go on a patrol on her own. But now we have a Lake Paw, a beautiful cat he is becoming. He is a little bit ambitious though. I wonder what that means. Perhaps Lake Paw is hoping to take on a role of leadership in the future. But ambition can be a good thing. It could mean that they work harder and achieve more. So we're going to look at this as a good thing and not a bad thing. And it looks like their mentor is Rush Flood. So that will be nice to have on patrols. And let's go ahead and do those. So now that we have quite a few apprentices, Pete Star is going to no longer go with her deputy Patchgorse on patrols and instead let her go with her mate Rush Flood and his apprentice Lake Paw, who is now going to try and become a warrior that they all need him to be. So now it is time for Blue Claw to go on a patrol by themselves. It looks like Blue Claw finds an abandoned kit whose mother is nowhere to be found. The kit is taken back to camp and nursed back to health. That almost never happens. Okay, once I finish patrols, we're going to look at this kit. So now Pete Star is going to try and see if they can't have bonding with some of the cats they don't spend as much time with, since they are no longer going to be traveling with their deputy, giving them more space with their mate and their mate's apprentice. Now with patrols over, let's go and see this new kit. Little Dawn Kit. Aww. Is looking around the camp with wonder. Oh my goodness. So now I'm just trying to decide if we should roll for this kit survival. It looks like this kit was nursed back to health, but perhaps we shouldn't still roll to see if it survives the night. I'm hoping since it's one kit, its odds are a little higher. Pretty much if this kit gets anything but a 1, she'll be okay. We actually got a 5, so she definitely survives and gets to stay with the clan. So there is still hope for this clan. This clan is actually still pretty large considering, but it was a big hit to lose 4 kits in one day. But we still have Dawn Kit and Wolf Kit, and our apprentices are doing well so far. So Monziai finds an abandoned litter and decides to adopt them as their own after going missing for a few days. That's interesting. So now we have Narrow Kit, a sweet female kitten, and Heron Kit, a nervous female kitten. So now what we're going to need to do is roll for these kits to see if they survive at all. I rolled a 1 again. So these kits do not survive, even though Monziai did bring these kits to the clan. They do not make it through the freeze of the night, and they will join Star Clan after being frozen. Oh, my heart. I was so excited too. It is good to see the challenge of this though. It is very good to see the challenge of this, because if we keep having moments like that, then this clan will never get big. And then if we have things like mass extinction events, we could lose the clan altogether. So I'm hoping that you guys do actually see what makes this challenge so difficult. And you're welcome to add more ideas to it as well if you want to make it even more challenging. Like for example, Marshmallow Cat has events like Life-Stealing Blizzard that we could come up with. Or there's a great fire because the land is so dry. Or maybe a ghost encounter or a fox attack, and we could roll for situations like that. So on Moon 8, JetBlink has earned their warrior name and has officially become a stronger member of the clan, but otherwise everything remains the same. To add a little bit of challenge to this, JetBlink is going to have to survive a patrol on their own now that they have officially received their warrior name. One last test to see if they've truly earned it. So we will have them do that. So it looks as though a mother fox tries to defend her cubs and JetBlink is injured in the attack, but it doesn't seem as though they are injured where they cannot continue being a warrior. But sometimes scars just prove that you're stronger. So Condor Bite, what a name, has earned their warrior name. So they will also have to go on a patrol on their own. Monzi Eye has earned a scar defending the territory. Monzi Eye is really proving themselves to be a very strong, important member of the clan just from the very beginning. And I think Pete Star will notice that and possibly whisper in Pachagorce's ear saying, maybe if anything happens to me and you need a new deputy, this could be a good option. Wolfpaw has also started their apprenticeship, so I'm excited to see who will be mentoring Wolfpaw. Oh, and Wolfpaw is a bold apprentice, but bold is not going to work for a medicine cat, and thusly Pete Star is still concerned about finding a medicine cat apprentice. It looks as though Coyote Acorn is actually going to be the mentor of Wolfpaw, which is kind of funny, placing an insecure cat with a bold apprentice, but perhaps they'll balance each other out. I wanted to mention that Condor Bite did actually succeed in a patrol on their own. They ended up chasing away a fox rather than getting injured. I wonder if Jet Blink will be a little bit jealous of that. But speaking of Jet Blink, he has gone out with Kestrel Fire and Roach Pelt, and they have found a kitty pet who's interested in joining the clan. And it does look like they convinced the kitty pet to join. I imagine it's going to be easier to convince kitty pets considering the humans are literally eating cats to survive right now. Humans that don't typically eat cats. I do know there are still humans out there that eat cats. I'm not one of them. Oh dear. So it looks like they brought an elder cat back to the clan. And Pete Star is having to make a hard decision and is probably enraged by Jet Blink. I feel like Jet Blink, not understanding, being as young as he is, didn't understand how important it is to feed all of the cats in the clan. And they've been very fortunate lately with the food that they have gotten, that he didn't think it would be a bad thing for Cream to join. But now Pete Star is going to have to banish this cat because this cat cannot take care of themselves. And it could put a rift between Pete Star and Jet Blink, or maybe it will open Jet Blink's eyes and he will be more understanding of the troubles of being a leader is. The pressure, the weight on Pete Star's shoulders. And so she will have to exile this cat. But now I officially can see what happens when you exile a cat. You can still look at them, which is neat. So you can see Cream is actually in the Cat's Outside clan. So Lakepaw finds a wounded cat near the Thunder Path. So for our story, there is still a road that is being used by the Two Legs with what gas they actually have left. And so these cars, these monsters that they're using are big army vehicles. Now they don't know that they are that, but they're huge, and so it is even more dangerous for cats to use the Thunder Path. They also have fast snowmobiles, and the humans really don't care what they hit because it's food. So it is unsurprising that this cat was wounded, but possibly got away from the human that had hit it on the Thunder Path. They do end up nursing the cat back to health and they decide to join the clan, so we will get to check them out after the rest of patrols. Or they're just right here. Polly! A vengeful warrior. Oh geez. I bet she feels very vengeful for what has happened to her, but hopefully she will not use that on our clan cats. She will have to survive a patrol on her own. And she does, even though she didn't really do anything. I feel as though if a cat does not bring back food or defends the territory in their patrols, they have to patrol alone again until they do to prove themselves. I think we're going to add that as a rule to this. So now it is Moon 12. Lakestock has earned their warrior name and Dawnpaw has started their apprenticeship. So our cats are actually doing pretty well. And they're doing so well, even though we have lost many kits. I may consider in the next episode trying a life-stealing blizzard, as Marshmallow Cat 3 has called it. And we will roll to see what cats survive the freezing temperatures. And possibly for a whole moon, they will not be able to go on a patrol because the blizzard lasts an entire moon. So, I hope you liked this episode. We've had a lot of fun stuff that has happened. Some interesting cats that have joined the clan. Why do I love the name Polly? My new favorite cat being Booclaw. But unfortunately, we lost quite a few cats to Star Clan, all kittens to be exact. From Shell Kit to Jet Kit, Speckle Kit, Coast Kit, Narrow Kit, and Heron Kit. Now, I still would like to draw cats. I'm not going to make it a challenge, but if I can, I would love to draw possibly one of these kits. Do any of these kits interest you in seeing art of them? Please let me know in the comments below. Now don't forget to tickle and poke that like button, subscribe if you want to see more clangen, and jingle that bell so you're notified of when I post clangen. Also feel free to join our Discord or follow me on Twitch if you want to see more content and hang out with the community. All the links for that are in the description below. I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week for more of Spire Clan in the Endless Winter.